Greetings, dear hearts. Victoria here. I hope you're having an amazing day. And I'd like to go ahead and welcome you to the reading I am doing for the autumnal equinox. I thought I'd pull some cards as we moved into this time of the year. Right now we are at the time of balanced power. This happens twice in the year. Balanced power of day and night, where they are equal at the autumnal equinox and at the vernal equinox. So as we are moving into the dark time of the year, the time where the night grows longer and the days grow shorter as we go internal and dive deep into our soul paths, our souls. You can always do that at any time in the year, but it especially happens during the fall and winter seasons. It's a natural process as we move with nature. So as you can see, I pulled cards already, and I pulled from the Avalon deck and the Insight Tarot. This is a new deck that I have. It was gifted to me by the store that I am working at and doing readings on. They offered me the deck, and I of course love new decks. So I'm super appreciative for them giving me this one, and I'm getting to know it. I'm here at the resort that we're staying at. I'll do a picture of the beach after I'm done because I'm right across the street. Super, super nice, super cool. But these are two decks, and then the third deck is the Lumerian deck, the Lumerian Oracle deck. Okay, so as you can see, I've already turned them over, and the order that I went in was, the first one was the Frog, the King, and the Mysteries from the Avalon deck. And some of you already know this deck, but for those of you that don't, the Frog is a reflection of needing to release emotional heaviness, baggage, and also a reflection of purification and cleaning your house, cleaning your living space. Because as you know, what is around us reflects kind of into our consciousness. It's a reflection of where we're at, and it's also a reflection, like, internally. And the more we have around, the more we usually feel cluttered. At least I do. So as we move through our day, it's nice to have a clear space, clear internally and externally. So this is a great time for the cleaning, autumn cleaning, we'll say. I was going to say spring, but it's not spring, it's autumn. So autumn cleaning. And right now we're going to be going into a Mercury retrograde next weekend. So it's a good time to, clean up things, tie up loose ends, complete projects, anyhow, to, clear and allow new space for when, we do start growing and birthing new things in our life, or at least planting those seeds. Next card is the King. The King is here as a masculine authority in our lives. This can be in a feminine or masculine life. It doesn't have to be just masculine. And the King is symbolic of us taking authority and dominion of our own life, our own kingdoms, internally, externally, and captaining our own ships, not allowing others to come into our kingdom and invade it or tell us what we're going to do. Comes from us connecting with our sovereign authority as a being of light manifested in a physical body, and taking that authority and doing what we need to do to create order in our kingdom, and whatever that would entail for you specifically. And the next card is Mystery. Honoring the mystery, the sacredness of the path, although we may not know exactly where it's going to be going. Also, when I see the mystery And this is the Avalon deck. And so, the mystery schools of the ages, of the druids, of the priestesses, honoring that sacred path within you, for what's relevant to you, and how the mystery is called to develop and grow and be nurtured in your life. Just listen for those messages and hints and symbols and signs of how the mystery, how the light is wanting to shine through you and live the light of divinity in your life. And of course, through cleaning up and cleaning house and getting everything in order, the light is easier to shine through. Now, I pulled from the Insight Tarot, and these were the cards that came up. The Magician was the first card. This is awesome because, as you can see, we have the earth, and then you have the 4 elements, and you also have the Mercury symbol in here because, Mercury is the ruling essence behind this card, as each of the 21 cards or pathways of the major arcana is attributed to a planet, an element, or a zodiacal sign. And so the Magician is attributed to Mercury, or Mercury is attributed to the Magician. And Mercury is that alchemical substance of life, of spirit coming into matter, and is able to shift and change, and is very malleable. It's a malleable metal. And allowing your spirit to come into your physical octave and assist you in purifying and rearranging your elemental structure of your life to more suit you. So looking to spirit, and as you notice, the earth is right at that throat chakra. So to me, it's like speaking your truth, speaking your will. Mercury is also communication, right? Speak forth and cast your spell through your words and your truth. Don't sit back and be quiet and let other things rule your life. Speak your mind, speak your truth, get in touch with it so that you are creating your world with spirit, and taking action. You have the Page of Swords. Of course, that deals with the mind and the thoughts. And I kind of feel like this Page of Swords is on guard, is very defensive. And, that could be a good thing. And it could also be a not good thing, depending on what's going on. If it's being, distrustful of certain things, or if it's bringing things up that are harmful to itself. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but if it's being on watch and on guard against those things that are not good for it, that could be a good thing. So coming into this, 8 of Wands, you may feel tied up. You may feel not being able to express yourself, express your mind, conflicting thoughts, not being able to move forward, and that may cause this defensiveness and on guardness and just unsurety, and like, should I move forward? Should I stand here? And there's a cloudiness, like that gray aura, cloudiness to the atmosphere and to the mind. I feel like this is like, move back to your magician self, move back to the pure spirit, the pure thought of God. Connect in with that and act from that state, because right now in the world there's so much like thoughts, there's so many thoughts that are not clear, that are not positive. There's so much doubt, there's so much fear. Don't get lost in that gray, dismal darkness and thoughtlessness, and fear, fear thoughts, fear senders, fear mongers. Getting all of those are coming up. Stay in your spirit consciousness, connect in throughout the day to your higher self, to God, to Goddess, source energy, whatever your divine source of light that you connect in with. And the last card, this was the last one I picked, was Shine Your Light. Shine your light. And she's like a mermaid, right? So she's half human, half fish. And this is a Marian deck, and she's like, shine your light, and how can you shine your unique gifts? So once you have purified, set your kingdom in order, honoring the mysteries, acting from a space of spirit, working with your elemental structure of your own microcosm and your macrocosm, not falling into fear, doubt, and guarded fearfulness and defensiveness. Shine your light. How can you shine your light in your life in a greater way? How can you inspire others? And, what have you been called to do that maybe you've been wanting to, but you haven't? I invite you to kind of contemplate that and think about that. So I hope you're doing well coming in to this autumnal equinox and in nurturing your own light and your own love, and knowing that there are many endings and beginnings going on right now, many timelines that are shifting, many things that are unseen, but just coming back to that center spirit self is going to help you navigate through all these. Calling God, the divinity, into your life, calling the angels, the ascended masters to help to act and to intervene in positive ways in your life for your highest and happiest good. Remember that you can always say, only that which is the light is welcome in my sphere and in my world. That is always something that you can that you could state and reinstate in every moment.